Okay, we are back. It's been a minute, about a week. Not too bad, not too bad. I moved, so everything's a little bit different now. That's nice. Got a new little setup back here. Still in progress. Still got a lot of boxes to go through. But it's not been bad. My actual setup is different too. Put instead of mounting my computer to the side, it is now on the desk. So been uh been adjusting to all that too, but overall it's not been too bad. Anyways, welcome back. This is no longer Safari Week. I know I did a nice few streams last week to go through that and to kind of go and experience everything. And this week we're starting something new. I'm excited for it. It's something that I've never actually done before, um, and I think it's something that can just be kind of fun along the way, and can lead into some more fun down the road. I think it'll be fun. But in terms of Safari Week, yeah, got everything settled, all the internet's lined out and stuff. So I've been working on the video already. Already have a pretty decent outline of the script, and it's just about writing and getting all the clips and videos and stuff that I want to pull down from it. So that'll be fun. Hope to get that out soon. Plan to do some like legit grinding on that tomorrow since I have the day off work. So it'll be pretty good. But anyways, what we're doing now. I mentioned it last week. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do it or not, but we are shiny hunting for Treecko. You kind of see the guy in the corner, bottom right corner, uh, moving him around here. We're gonna get this guy for sure. It's just a matter of when. And I've technically done more than 0 encounters, but we're just gonna start it at 0 for the stream. I've only done a handful, um, so it's not too bad. I think I guess I'm hearing myself somewhere. Uh, for some reason, my little preview came undone. Okay, there we go. I don't know how that got. I must refresh the page and made my preview unmute. Should be good. Everything seems to be stable. This is the first stream that any of us have done at the new house. I know Kenton on the other side of this wall is going to be streaming soon, but figured someone needed to break the seal and just dive right in. Speaking of, let's get some of these resets. So I have my Game Boy operator. I actually have this copy of Ruby. This is a childhood copy that I restarted. Gonna shiny hunt. Gonna get this Treecko, and then eventually want to go through and reclaim a shiny Duskull that I lost when I originally played through that game. I switched out the battery, and so it's good to go. I've got it running 2 instances of it from my Game Boy operator, just so that we can get everything going. But my counter's not on. There we go. Let's just get it. Let's just get Treecko right here. Short stream, but it'll be good. We can pivot. I didn't think it was gonna work, but you gotta try. And now we just do this. We just sit here, talk, and try to get the little greener guy. See if I can really get into a groove and see how many Torchics we can accidentally encounter. I do not expect to get this anytime soon, just because of how lucky I was through Safari Week. I fully expect this to be a long hunt. But I don't really want to do more than 2 instances of it. I know I could do it a lot faster, but I don't know. Looking at that many screens, I feel like it just could be kind of tough. So we'll just stick to the old 2 and be good to go. I need to remember to see my Pokemon go out before I reset. Not sure how I feel about the background for this. We may end up switching it. Right now it's just the route that we're on. But I might do something just a little bit different. I don't mind it. Like it gets a little bit trippy when we're at the briefcase though. How many phases of Poochyena? I hope 0. But I think we could end up with a couple. I want to say if we see anything, I want to say we'll probably see 1 Poochyena. I don't think I'm even going to be that lucky. Just because of how lucky I was with Safari Week. Oh, those fireworks, I know for a fact they are not at this new apartment complex. We got a very strong worded email, I guess, that says that there are absolutely 0 fireworks permitted on the premises. So there are fireworks, but they're somewhere else. Nothing outside this window. And I have no fireworks. It's forbidden on this property. I think it's pretty funny. Turn this up a little bit. Oh, are they at the park? I wonder if they're gonna do a fireworks show over there, actually. There's a nice little park within walking distance. There's actually a nice Pokemon Go lap around it too. They got like all these like little mini workouts in between. And every single one of the little workout posts is a Pokestop. And then there's like it's like a little league field. So there's some of the fields themselves are Pokestops and stuff like that. I feel like that's pretty standard, at least around here, for those fields to have those. Need to get some curtains. Wait, the button. No. Need to figure out how to get these encounters to just always be where I want them and not have to move them every now and then. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Gotta get into the groove of when to hit my button. So I need to get back to the Mewtwo hunt, but I thought it would be cool to do Treecko because this leads me into playing another game. Which I could turn this into like a badge quest or a dream team quest or something, but I don't know. I got a Professor Oak on the back burner that takes a lot of my watching video time, so. Oh. Can't run. That's the Safari Week habit right there. I think Bella was outside at one point, but it has gotten very dark, so I doubt that she's still out there. She's read like 2 or 3 books just since we've moved this week. insane. I know that she just restarted playing Legends because we watched a couple videos earlier that brought it up a couple different times, and she really wants to play it. I don't think she ever officially beat it before either, so see if she's able to go through. I know she really wants a shiny Shinx, so she was working on perfecting its dex, which that's not a hard one to do. Jinx is one of her favorites of all time. It was fun to kind of go through and change the batteries on a couple different of my games. I changed it in this Ruby, and Gold for sure that worked. Then I have a copy of Sapphire that someone changed the battery before, but I think they messed up one of the tabs. So I don't know if that one's ever going to be fixed. I think I'm going to order one of those like battery holders that you can just solder onto the board, and then you can just put the battery down in for that one. See if that'll work. If not, it just might forever be without a clock. Actually, Kenton borrowed that and was doing some casual resets for Treecko. Gave him one of my 4 OGDSs to use. He's using the blue one. Right now I have a white, a gray, and 2 blues, but one of the blues needs a new screen, or at least the like the digitizer, the touchscreen part of it. So I'm just gonna reshell the guy since I have to take it apart anyways. Thinking I'm gonna get the lavender one. That feels like a good one. I'm also, whenever I reshell it, I am gonna put a capture card in the new one. So I'll get to pull up my Dremel again. I like using that little guy. I just need a better soldering iron. The one I have is like the cheapest one you could buy, and I bought it a couple years ago. So anyone that I can control the heat on, because this one's so inconsistent. I think for sure Treecko is my favorite Owen starter, but over the years I think I've actually picked Mudkip more than I've picked Treecko. Through like different playthroughs and stuff. It depends on kind of what I'm doing. I know my my 2 most recent playthroughs of Hoenn, just in general. I did an Omega Ruby playthrough to get some of the radar Pokemon after you beat the Elite Four. And I just wanted to speed through that one because I was specifically going to get some of those radar. So I picked Mudkip because it's just the best through the early game. Just probably the best starter in the game to pick. And then in my Professor Oak challenge, I'm actually spacing on who I picked. I believe I picked Mudkip again on that one. I don't know where that cartridge is. I think it's in my case. I'd pull it up. I actually got a shiny in that game. That was really cool. The shiny Nincada. Just in a random patch of grass. It was before I had evolved it too, so I'll be able to have the Shed Ninja Ninjask. Be pretty sick. I've been thinking about adding a shiny hunt for Giratina in Platinum. I might do that while I do these resets too. Obviously not focus on it as much, but it can be cool to go through and do separately. I have to figure out how to get the counter to work separately or just do it all at the same time. Which I guess if I'm just doing resets for everything, shouldn't be too hard. Honestly, these resets aren't too bad. I mean, we're already pushing 70 and it feels like we've really just started. I say this now, but this very well could change in the future. One hunt that I just don't think that I could do are the Diamond and Pearl starter hunts. I don't think I can do the whole briefcase scene and stuff. Having to walk up there every time just doesn't feel... It feels like a lot. One that I do really want to do are Gold, Soul, Silver. I just need to get some copies. I really want an English Soul Silver that pretty much completes my collection of games that I need. And then just another Japanese copy of one or both of them, depending on like prices and stuff when I see them. I also just put out an actual YouTube video the other day. I put it out over the weekend while we were moving. I shiny hunted on my birthday, which was a few months ago. But I finally just sat down and finished the edit. Pretty proud of that one. It was a really fun video to do. And then it was a really fun thumbnail to make. I had a lot of fun making the thumbnail specifically. Decided to do some like in-game stuff with it. But I think my goal for this Safari Week video is I'm really working on scripting and like feeling confident in it as I write and read it. So really trying to put the time in. Shout out Ninja. I did always like those shoes that he did though. The ones with Adidas. I've never been a big Adidas guy. Except basketball shoes. Those are just about the only basketball shoes I would wear when actually playing basketball. I've always wanted to get a pair of Ultra Boosts, but I'm also just a Forces guy through and through. Which, I had a pair of pseudo Forces, they're the Court Vision lows. And I think it's time to retire them. I can feel everything through the bottom soles. Figured that out this weekend. After moving all day, my legs were dead from those shoes, like my shins and everything. Like no support on them. I'm not surprised because I didn't do a lot of encounters, but it was interesting that all of my Safari Week encounters, any of the shiny ones happened in the Game Boy games, and nothing really came from the Platinum copy. All right, 100. Is there anything from this guy? Nope. That would have been insane. $100 encounters in less than 20 minutes. Yap a little bit at the beginning. That is not too bad. Probably speed it up a little bit too. Once we really get going. Oh, there's another one. I'm sure I'll eventually get into a groove. See, quit doing stuff like that. We'll instantly be hitting the reset buttons. Hopefully not too instantly. Need to give myself a chance to see if there's a little guy there. But I think it's crazy that we're already over halfway through the year at this point. It really does feel like the year just started. Been a lot going on. Especially like from last October to now. Started a new job and already moved like the past just few months. So it's like there's just been literally so much stuff happen. I think one thing I want to do soon is get back into some VGC. I'm really excited for the direct on the 22nd. Depending on how work stuff shakes down, I might try to stream that. Just kind of go through and kind of live react to everything. That'd be kind of cool. Expecting some decent ZA news for sure. I think that's the only guaranteed thing in that direct is ZA. I would like to see some Champions news too. I'm excited for that game. Be spamming Pokemon battles on my phone forever after that. But just want to learn more about ZA. Knowing that we have a couple months before its release. I think goals for me before the ZA release are to finish this hunt and finish my Scarlet Violet living decks. I think those are the two big things for me. I don't know. I would really like to get a video out for each of those things. So 3 new videos on the channel between now and when ZA releases, I think is my goal. Which, I don't know, we'll see. I think it's possible. Just gotta grind some and not be afraid to do stuff off stream for my Scarlet and Violet living decks. There's a lot of that stuff that I can just kind of throw on a video and kind of get some stuff done. Especially a lot of those just like random catches and stuff. Oh, wrong buttons. Hit the D-pads instead of start and select. That's not right. Oh, I said left, right. I feel like over the... I like... Just thinking about my starter journey in Pokemon, I feel like as a wee little lad, I was I'd always pick the fire type, and then through like middle school or like late middle school, early high school, the games that came out through then, I always picked the grass types. I've never really been a water guy, except Oshawott. I picked Oshawott in the original Black and White. That's the only time I've ever picked a water starter on like an original playthrough. Everything else has been primarily fire and some grass. I actually think Tepig was the only Pokemon that I did not choose out of that generation for like any playthrough. And I'm not picking it for ZA. I think I'm gonna team Totodile for sure. I always like Totodile. If Cynical didn't exist, Totodile would be my favorite Gen 2 starter, which is a really roundabouts way of saying it's my second favorite Gen 2 starter. But it's up there. It's definitely grown on me a lot. It would be pretty high ranked overall if I were to rank all of the starters. I think it'd be a cool thing to do, just to go through and see what all the starters are. Just see where I rank them now, and like think back to which ones I picked when I actually played the game. I think that could be a fun little exercise. Made it sound like a worksheet in elementary school. Exercise. Oh, why did I hit that button? That's crazy. Another hunt that I want to do is Cyndaquil in Gold. I feel like that could be a really cool one. I've never actually played through Gold all the way, just Heart Gold. So I think it could be cool to go back and do that one. I think streams, though, especially leading up to in the next few months will be a lot of these resets, Scarlet and Violet, and then maybe if they release some of the GameCube games for Switch 2, I'll pop those on and play through. I got a pretty cool idea for those games at least. Because I've played through Gale of Darkness. That's the XD GameCube back there. And I have the original copy of the game over there somewhere too. Game still works. GameCube does not. Would like to eventually fix that. Get that repaired. But I'm definitely going to play it through the next time on the Switch, just for ease of access and everything. All right, 150, not too bad. I think the Mewtwo hunt is one that I'd really like to finish too, because then that caps off that Fire Red copy, at least in terms of all the Kanto stuff. Could go through and catch all of the Gen 2 Pokemon available on the Sevi Islands. And then I'm going to spin my Professor Oak challenge into most of the Pokemon that I need for the Gen 3 living decks on the Hoenn side. And then just fill the gaps with this copy of Ruby probably as I played through to reclaim some of the stuff. I think it's going to be really cool to have like living decks on cart for each of the generations. I think would be really cool. Just feels like a fun thing for me to have. And then I know that I always have a copy of the game that's completed if I need to go back for like a specific Pokemon for any kind of challenge or anything. Do you have a copy of Emerald that I've played? Hello. How are you? That's not great. I hope everything is okay. Oh, I hate the Safari Zone. I enjoyed it last week. It was fun. There's a lot of cool Pokemon. I was actually able to encounter a couple different shinies. So it's pretty cool. Hey, that's fair. But I'd say overall the week was fun. Even before I caught the shiny at the end of the week, it was a good time. Painful, but good. I'm not sure who that is. Honestly. I wonder if I can see the fireworks from the window. Oh, that's so sick. What if it's like an actual fireworks show if it's just people doing it? It doesn't feel super consistent. But I was indeed able to see some of the fireworks. Don't really have any 4th of July plans or anything other than just finish unpacking. Probably a little store run to make sure I can get like, you get an extra bathroom in an apartment and you don't realize how many trash cans you need. So definitely need to go pick up some more of those. So those things you don't think about as you're moving. At least I didn't. Okay. I'm gonna close these blinds. Fireworks were nice to see a couple of them. Torchic, we're on Treecko. We are back on track. Weird little pit stop there. Oh, please don't be shiny. It'd be hilarious, and I would run it. This is gonna happen many times. Okay. I guess I'll count the encounters. But I will continue to click Torchic. I'll eventually do some mudkips for the lulz, just to see what happens. I think I'm okay with all 3 of these starters, truthfully. And this might be one of the only generations that I can say that for. Not a big Chikorita guy, not a big Bulbasaur guy, or Squirtle, really. I don't mind him, but not a big Piplup guy. I've never used Tepig. Gen 6. I think I'm okay with all 3 of those. Finnegan being the lowest here. Like, I played with Chestnut the first time through. 7. I mean, I like most of the... I think I played with Rowlet through that one. I like Incineroar. Not a big Poplio guy. Yeah, I think Gen 3 might be the only starters I'm okay with all of them. I always really liked Sceptile from the anime. Need to raise my chair. Okay, we got some Poke trivia. What Pokemon is this? It flies gracefully through the sky. Its melodic humming makes you feel like you're in a dream. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Togekiss. It's something about the graceful is sending me that way. Altaria. Makes sense. You got the shiny Swablu earlier today. Which is a crazy auto catch, by the way. Remember when you tried to hunt Swablu and Sword and Shield? You just had millions of them in your boxes, it felt like. It was really funny. And there's like so many repeat ball Swablus. I mean, it's what you gotta do in that game. The more you catch, the more likely you are to see him and stuff, but shiny hunting and Sword and Shield is interesting. Yeah, definitely mess it up. Just and like I think we released them right there in the Crown Tundra, so they have just a Swablu problem now. I think it's really funny to think about is like when you just mass breed all these Pokemon and then just release them back into the wild. It always makes me, yeah, the Lapras. Yeah, that one's really wholesome. Yeah, you read the Pokedex entry as a kid, you're like, oh man, there's not many of them left, and then he just bred tons of them and released them. I think it's cool that they kind of paid like um homage to that later on. That was cool. Like it. Oh. Oh, let's see if this Torchic does it. Yep. Oh no, my chat, it's over my screen. I don't know how to do this. I mean, I do, but I don't. What if we do that? Nope, too far. That? Nope. That works. Oh. Technical difficulties. If I technical, I mean, I'm stupid. Oh my goodness. I'm choking. There we go. I did a thing where I cut out part of it. And we got it. Because like part of my background where the game is transparent. You know, I was just joking, truthfully. Did you move her little trash bag nest that she made? That was really cute earlier. I need to put more of my clothes up. They're just all in trash bags. Fix that later. Oh, that's crazy because I took that drink right when that happened. It knows. Taco Bell did hit today. That was a good call. Can't believe I forgot about those cinnamon twists. I mean, they have shift changes, so it'd have to be quite a few. Like, I'd say 2 or 3 times. I'd say 3 times in like the same shift for that specific drive-through worker. I'll test it. I'll do it. It'd be really funny to just do the exact same order as many times as you go back through, just to be like, oh man, we've had like so many of these stackers ordered today. Like, what the heck? I really miss their chicken burrito, man. That's it's the one that got away. I used to get 2 chicken burritos and nachos, and I would mainly use the nacho cheese to dip the chicken burritos into. Wendy's grilled chicken sandwich. For my middle school nickname to have been Baconator, I'm not the biggest fan of Wendy's. I don't think I've eaten a triple Baconator since that day, though. Hey, if a cat sees a pile of clothes, it is in their contract with life to loaf on that pile of clothes. I need to figure out what clothes I'm putting in which closet and how exactly I want to organize some of those closets. I think hoodies in this room is for sure the way to go. I also need to go through all the Pokemon cards. Get some of those in storage. I think my goal for tomorrow. Oh, why Treecko? Um, honestly, the Pokemon anime in the way that when it evolved, it said Skip Tile. Kind of sound like Cartman the way I did it just there, but if you look it up, you know what I mean. Yeah, Treecko's my favorite starter. In Hoenn, I just always just how nonchalant it was in the anime, and that was like the one that was on when I was like a kid and watching it was like advanced adventures and all that stuff with through the Hoenn region. I mean, I watched the original ones, but that was like was watching it new as it came out. And just always loved Treecko. And I think its shiny is pretty cool. mean, Mudkip's is sweet. Torchic's is okay, but I really like how like the dark green and like the way that its tail kind of it takes the color that its chest is normally is really cool. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier, but I think this starter trio between Mudkip, Torchic, and Treecko is probably my favorite all around starter trio. With like I like all three of them. And probably really Treecko because I also want to hunt Cyndaquil on gold. So I'm gonna do a couple different fire type ones. And I've used Mudkip most recently in a Hoenn playthrough. Which I'm not even sure what I used in my Emerald playthrough now that I think about it. Let's see, let's pull them out. Little tangent here to this encounter. See if I could just add it to this little corner over here. Should be able to. Oh, you guys probably blacked it out. Okay, I got my pocket here that should be all plugged in. Oh, you know what? That's not gonna work because I'm already using my controller. Valiant effort. I'll just hold it up to the camera. Hey, check this Treecko. Nope. Let that load up. Okay, Pokemon Emerald version. I have 6 badges and only 21 Pokemon in the Pokédex. My team is... I started with Swampert there. I don't think that's going to work. Nope, too bright. No. So I have a Swampert, Gardevoir, Breloom, Absol, and a Lairon. So I use it, and that's the furthest I've gotten in a playthrough recently, was this Emerald. And let me close this out. And then in my Sapphire Oak challenge, I believe that I also did Mudkip there. Just because it's just the easiest. I think all of them are the same in this game. I can't remember the levels they evolve. But I know there's a reason I picked Mudkip, and it was either for like just ease of access in between badges, or it evolves quicker. Because in some of the games they do. But yep, picked Mudkip in that game too. It's already in March time. Working on Swampert. Yeah, it's been a while, and was already doing a fire hunt, or planned to do a fire hunt in gold. Or Crystal, if you can do it as easy in that one. Recently got that copy of Crystal and want a good excuse to play through it. And I can get Celebi on the cartridge with some shenanigans. So that'll be cool. I like the word shenanigans when it comes to some of the Pokemon stuff. I actually have a YouTube playlist called Poke Shenanigans that I have some of those guides and stuff saved. The only Pokemon games I'm missing main series are Soul Silver, Blue, and Silver. So I'd like to pick those up kind of soon. And I have every box, with the exception of Soul Silver and White 2. I got that just a cartridge at a GameStop in Connecticut. I have everything DS and up. Also need to go watch that Fantastic Four movie when it comes out later this month. Really funny thing happened yesterday, and I think it's just a sign from the universe to go watch this. We were making sure that Bella's setup back there was all good, like all the Wi-Fi and everything was good. So naturally, we go to speed test, and all 4 of her ads on that screen were for the Fantastic Four movie. We got, like, it was a rare pull. We saw every single size of the ad that you could see. We had the normal banner, the tall one, the box, and then like the rectangle over on the other side. It was epic. So I think it's a requirement now that we go watch that Fantastic Four movie when it comes out. And like, it looks pretty good, so. Superman also looks good, and I want to see that movie. It's honestly crazy to think just how much I played Pokemon as a kid. Like, honestly. Especially like how young I remember playing Pokemon. Like, I can't remember a time in my life, and I can remember like I vividly remember stuff from when I was like 4 years old. And I just always was playing Pokemon. I think my personal first game was Fire Red. I had that, and I had one of the Game Boy like TV show episodes of the Pokemon anime. I had the first episode, so I watch them back all the time. I had those. I had Ruby as a kid. I always played with my friends. Even like should have link cable battled back in the day. And then when we all got DSs, I played an absurd amount of hours as a small child in Pokemon Pearl. Like on the bus at school, anywhere that I could pull out my DS and play, I always had that thing on me. But just like whole life I've played Pokemon. Like, my mom taught me colors with Pokemon, kind of thing. And a lot of that's probably because my cousin, I remember he had the Pikachu edition of Pokemon Yellow or the Game Boy Color, and then yellow. I remember playing that. That and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That was my card game as a kid. There was one of my birthdays that I bought $40 worth of Duelist Pack Crow from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Built a Blackwing deck and have iterated on it and have used that same deck ever since. Just a couple years ago, I think I was out of college at this point, but there's a couple people on campus who played Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're like, "Oh, dude, you gotta come duel us sometime." I was like, all right, cool, bet. They had like all the like new tech and stuff like that. My deck perfectly legal, no banned cards, could still fit in the format. Even played a couple newer cards in it for some of that newer tech. And I asked them, I was like, okay, how are we playing this? We just having a good time, or are we like playing it as if it was a match? And they're like, no, take it super serious, like you're at like a local or something like that. And so I did, and I first turn summoned a boss monster, and then hand trapped his counter to that, and he scooped after like 2 turns. It was throwing a fit, and it was actually kind of funny. It felt good. Come out of retirement, smoke him, straight Yami Yugi coming down from the heavens to help Yugi out, kind of thing. In that one movie, it was sick. Yeah, I know, right? Totally fair. I've been wanting to play card games again, and I think that's why. And if I play a card game, I'm just gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh. So I've been dang it, there goes Torchic. So I've been thinking about all the recent times I played. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon were legitimately my childhood. It's one of the fondest memories. Not doing too bad in counterwise, honestly. Had that weird little hiccup in YouTube chat earlier that kind of threw us off the rails for a sec, but I've kept a decent groove. We really need to figure out what's going on with Bella's computer. Every now and then I'll just hear it like power back on back there. Can't be good for it. It's either there's to the actual cords with the like the header stuff, or the motherboard itself. And I need to set up a Micro Center online appointment because we bought the motherboard through them. I think it would be cool to see a Poochyena. I mean, I'm seeing a bunch of them, but like a shiny one. I think it's kind of golden. Let's see. I think I can. Yeah, let's just pull one into stream. I got a folder of all of the shinies. They're all the sprites, Gen 1 through 5. I'll put him there too. Do one of those. See if we're able to find him. At least both of these shinies are, or at least should be very noticeable. So, hopefully, I don't reset over it. Torchic is a little weird because it's like the same colors are just flipped. At least as far as I remember. I think it's like its actual head is the lighter orange that it normally is up top. Yeah. I think since I don't have work tomorrow with the holiday, I might stay up and try to grind out some of this video. See if I can't get some of the clips that I want to pull out. It's technically the same game, just two instances of it. So, yes to both. It's like with how, basically just to make my encounters go twice as fast, I'm running the same game twice. It just happens to be the same save file. Hey, man, I'm sorry. Just auto run. It was crazy timing. Oh, that's fair. I remember you debated on getting Turbo for a while. I had it for a little bit, loved it, and then it was like, I need to cancel some subscriptions, and was only really watching 2 streamers at the time. Okay, explain why restarting. So, I'm hunting your starter Pokemon, and you only get to pick the starter Pokemon one time in a game. So, every time I reset it, I can interact with his bag and select my Pokemon. I'm hunting Treecko. Um, But so I have to reset because I only get to choose this Pokemon one time. It's not like last week in the Safari Zone where I was running in the grass getting random encounters. This is considered a soft reset hunt because this is the only time in the game that I get to throw out Treecko and check to see if it's shiny. And since it's not shiny, I reset and pick it again. And because of all the RNG technical stuff, every time that I select this Pokemon, it's a different seed, so there's another chance for it to be shiny. It's like rolling for Genshin characters, kind of. You do that. Each reset is essentially a roll to get the one that I want. And then this just is the fastest way. Like I could technically like try to breed eggs for it, but this is the fastest way to consistently encounter the Pokemon that I want. Is to just keep resetting. And it's actually not too slow. Just because I get to just instantly throw it out and see. I don't have to like go into my menus to see after I select it or something, like in some of the other games. Yeah, the Poochyena that I encounter in this battle can also be shiny. So it's kind of interesting to see. Like, obviously, I want the Treecko because that's what I get to keep because you have to battle that Poochyena. But it'd be cool to see it end up being shiny because it's one of the uncatchables. There's a few of those through all the games. Yep, restart until Treecko's shiny. Subway Surfers third screen. That was kind of funny. I actually thought about putting a different shiny hunt as a third screen in the bottom right. But that's totally valid. Maybe that's a strat. Just start streaming to like TikTok or something and just have a Subway Surfer screen. I don't know. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. It does. I spelled it wrong. Interesting. At least in my title. We'll just slide that in there. I am shiny hunting without you. Hi, Nate. I'm shiny hunting in the old games. It's fun. So I realized that my YouTube title was all kinds of messed up. Oh, Subway Surfers third screen, Kitten with the assist. It's right. Right there. Subway Surfers. It's on Bella's monitors. Shouts out Kitten. I actually like flipped a coin to see if I started this Treecko hunt or played Scarlet and Violet on stream today. I don't have a coin to flip. Guess I could Wait, I can grab my Pokemon Platinum and flip the coin on my DS. Right, Oh, you just vote no and farm points. Where's Platinum? It'd be insane if you... I don't know where my Platinum is. Oh, it's on my other DS. Oh my goodness. I have 4 DSs on my... Take a shot for each reset. I cannot condone that. You will die. Yeah, no, Treecko is a super easy hunt there, and I think it would just be cool to have it in Ruby because I plan to try to reclaim my first ever shiny that I lost, which was a Duskull in Pokemon Ruby. I didn't realize it was shiny as a kid and did not catch it. 450. Oh geez, I gotta not lollygag. Oh my god. What? Oh my god. That's insane. 338 resets. Oh my god. I am never ever getting another shiny. There is no way. We got Astrid too. What's up, Astrid Nux? What?
There's no way.
Ah. All right, I'm gonna close the other one and get the audio for this.
We cancel that prediction. That's pretty
Yeah. Oh my god. Please don't say that. I don't want to accidentally reset. I don't even know how to cancel the prediction. Can I cancel it? Delete. Delete and return points. Sorry. What? I don't even know what to do. Let's close this one. Goodbye that side. And let's get some audio here. That's really loud for me. I don't think it's as loud for you guys. That's crazy, dude. $338 resets. We have a shiny Treecko. I am gonna fail Duskull again this run. Oh, it's playing that twice. Let's see if I can... I had a second screen set up for this. Oh, and it is all kinds of messed up. Let's go back here. I used to run streams for a living. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's insane. That was a crazy time to pop in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good night. Oh my goodness. What is happening? Did I break my stream? I think they're all under something. No, okay, I didn't break it. I was in studio mode. I was in studio mode and was moving stuff because I messed up my other scene. Back to studio mode. And then let's... This is insane. There we go. Used to stream for a living. I do need to switch to the Mewtwo. Let me get all this. Make sure I save. I received Treecko. And I'm not gonna nickname this one. But that is crazy. HM05? Is that fly? Is 5 fly? That's my guess. Ah! Which one is it? Flash. I never get Flash. So in the original Pokemon games, I just bonk my way through Rock Tunnel. Here it is, man. Shiny Treecko in 338 resets. Timid nature. I don't know. Oh my goodness, dude. Now I need to make sure this saved right. It did. Oh. Let's put that on the cartridge real quick. I don't use potions either. Not unless I'm like literally in game. TM87. Hey, I got swagger. Dude, shouts out Shofu. At least the old TM87 before they changed them all. That's the best. Shouts out. I was texting Kobe earlier too, man. Me and him used to have that on repeat. Okay. Triple checking everything before I close this. This is insane, dude. Shiny Treecko. Yeah, TM87. Hey, I got swagger. Oh, swagger is the TM. I guess I was just saying the thing. I genuinely cannot believe this Treecko. I'm flabbergasted. That is so cool. That's the thing. Did it. What? I need to just keep shiny hunting forever. Thank you, Bella. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna have to be a short. Literally, the recording was an hour and 20 minutes, basically. Because I just spammed ads at the beginning of stream. I don't... That's crazy, dude. Let's see, do I have the stuff to move on to Mewtwo, I guess? Let me make sure I still have it all set up. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And not the way that Gordon Ramsay says it when he's sad. Let's open another. Let's see if Mewtwo's set up. I think I set it up. Hmm. I have to go back through the cave, but we can get to Mewtwo. I believe. I'm just gonna leave this Treecko on the screen for a minute. Just leave that there. Oh, I'm clicking buttons on the other screen. Yeah. That would be so bad. I have it saved. I have it saved and backed up. That's actually already on the cartridge because I had it in my operator already. Okay, so what we can do is I guess we can hunt Mewtwo. But holy jeez. Let's say goodbye to Treecko one more time. In 338, I guess I could take a screenshot. Post something to Twitter. Turn HDR off on my monitor real quick so it doesn't wash everything out. Oh, I have to retake that. Perfect. Wow. I'm flabbergasted. Okay. Let's close that. And then, yeah. That's where I got been pressing all of those buttons. Here, we can see Pokemon Fire Red. We got 90 degrees, the Doduo from Safari Week left over. So, what we can do is we can switch some stuff around and go find Mewtwo. We just get the right background here. Here we go. Oh, you guys can't see this yet, but I'm changing stuff. Get ready for Mewtwo. 338 is insane. Okay, now we're gonna go look for Mewtwo because we already got Treecko. And what we'll do here is that. We're back to music. I'm gonna have to follow a guide to get to Mewtwo because and get the right Pokemons. Wow. Okay, this is a good time for an ad break because I just gotta go through my PC boxes and find out what Pokemon I have to take with me to get this Mewtwo, which I think I'm just gonna throw in a Master Ball, truthfully. Boom. I mean,
Don't even hesitate. Save stamp.
I think you guys are gonna hear this video too.
You're also
Actually, I'll
going
pause
to
it.
have-
Just surf, cool. Yeah, we'll bring the big man Blastoise with us, or big woman Blastoise. And hey, no, no, we bring. I was singing the song. It's a great song on TikTok. Big man Blastoise. I'm gonna put Doduo in the front of my party when I encounter Mewtwo, but for repel reasons, Sizzler is gonna be up front to get there. I think I have repels. I do. Let's go. Let's just sit right here. Genuinely cannot believe that Treecko still. I am flabbergasted. I guess I can update my title. Okay. We are back. I posted a message in chat. Did that happen? I use this like streamer bot thing. Oh my god. How did I never fight this guy? Maybe I... Okay. Feel really bad for his Pokemans. Little ratness snake. Just taking these big meaty claws. Man. It's... Okay. Ah, yes. $516. And you just go and use this repel. Okay, and now I follow the guide because not messing with that. Ooh, piece of candy. My camera's wrong in this scene too. I need to... Why did I not pick up any of these items that came through the last time? It's insane. Ugh. Don't need rock smash, okay. Oh, geez. Oh, okay, it's like the most straightforward thing it could have been. Oh, use another repel. Do not want to have to encounter all these homies. Really strong Pokemon in here. It's not something I need to do right now. Yoink that. Is it really that easy? Oh, it's not even hard at all. Okay. Now, let's set up a couple of these guys. I think I'll do 4 Mewtwo's because it's a little less buttons. Just gotta smash A. Do this on the fly though. Interesting. Oh, that was weird. Why is Mewtwo what color? Like the really dark gray? The one in the bottom left or the one like the one I'm getting ready to encounter? Because the bottom left is him shiny, and that one is just the sprite colors that they had for this game. It is a lot darker than it like normally is. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this set up. And then let's okay. Not too bad. Then we can copy, paste a duplicate of that. left. Awesome. That's pretty close. I'm hearing fire red like 20 times right now. It's 3, but it feels like 20. Okay. See if I can get all these synced up, actually. Okay. And now, I just make this a little bit bigger. And then we'll throw this guy right there. And now we're ready to hump YouTube. We are 4,800 encounters in so far. And that was a nice little intermission. It took way too long. I apologize for that, but I had to get to Mewtwo. And same thing, I got this copy of Fire Red in my Game Boy operator, and I'm just running 4 instances of it so that I have better chances to get the Mewtwo. So let's make sure I have the right encounter selected, and I'm going up by 4. Yep. Perfect. And now we see if he is green. We'll see. We'll flex the 90 degrees real quick. There we go. Now we're gonna keep resetting from YouTube. Perfect. And all the audio should be right. Got it all moved over. We are good to go. At 4,900. Okay, I can keep going. I don't think there's any shot that I get there because holy crap, what has my shiny luck been recently? Oh, I did another one. Interesting that he says Mew and not Mewtwo. I've never eaten curry one time in my life. So I'm not sure how devastating that is. I don't even think I've even made curry in Pokemon Sword and Shield. If it's not meat, potatoes, or pizza, I've never had it. Which is insane. I need to eat more vegetables. That's what needs to happen. Need a little more green in my life. Worth a shot. Aren't potatoes a starch, not a vegetable? I like corn. Corn's pretty good. Yeah, no, that's on you, man. That's not my fault that I didn't eat a vegetable. It's yours. Whole year. Can't believe that. Yeah, I throw up anytime I look at a green bean, so. The only time I touched vegetables is when I moved cues out of the way to get to the pop that I had in the fridge. Oh, yeah, dug the onion out. I like the flavor. And the onions thing, it's just a texture thing. Now we're caught up. I think I just need to look at vegetables different, or like cook them differently. I tend to not like cooked vegetables, and it's 100% a texture thing. Like how mushy they get. I don't know. I bet I could do some like eat it in like interesting ways and not have to drown it in like cheese or ranch. I just need to find a different texture. Download a new texture pack for them. Okay, now that I've gotten 5, I have at least seen 5 Gen 3 shinies. I don't think I'm ever going to see this Mewtwo. I got the Nincada in the Sapphire Oak Challenge. I got 3 shinies in Safari Week, and then now a Treecko. I think this will be the one that I never get. It's going to take me years to get this Mewtwo. I'm trying to think the last vegetable I ate, and it's kind of bad that I have to think this hard about it. Nope, I had carrots and beef stew. I didn't eat all of them, but I did eat some of them. And that was like last week. Hey man. I don't know. I like cold carrots. It's just the cooked one. Wait, I ate that same dish. I had those. I ate around most of the stuff, but I ate all the corn. Or no. No, we had the other dish. I had corn the other day. When did we eat corn? What was that with? With our little chicken, our crock pot chicken thing. I ate a good serving size of corn. I mixed it in kind of like a KFC famous bowl. It was. It was. Oh, hey, I did not get the shiny. I guess I can manage this prediction. No. Complete prediction. Okay, I'll start another prediction. Shiny by... We'll call it 5,000. And we'll make it 1 minute. Yes or no? Star prediction. Six nine 6 9. Nice. I would not be a believer. I am almost 100% positive that we are not going to get this shiny anytime soon. Did I hit the button? I don't know. If not, you guys get an extra chance. I can reopen it, I think. Yeah, let's cancel and redo it. Start a prediction. Shiny by 5,000. Yes or no? Full minute to vote. Wait, that's crazy. I just looked back at chat. That's oof. The safe vote is no here if you want to predict. I'm still just baffled by the Treecko earlier. I can't believe that we've just completely moved on and are in a different game now. Like, I was prepared to hunt that guy for like a good week, couple weeks, month even. Now I got 2 videos I gotta make. To be fair, I might wrap that one into playing through the game and like do the dust hole in that too. Dude, I can't believe that. Nah, I don't know. I like the 2 screens for that one. Just because there's a lot of extra to do. Feels more intimate. But something like Mewtwo, man, I just gotta get these encounters. I gotta work on my storytelling though for these videos. I think after I get to 5,000, I'll probably end stream for tonight and work on some of my video stuff. Got some planning to do now that I got that freaking Treecko already. So we got 10 more resets-ish, a little less than. Not too bad. Very eventful stream, minus that 15 minutes where I had to set up this game. I'll be glad to have this shiny Mewtwo, because then this file is all like pretty much complete, with the exception of some of those Gen 2 Pokemon and stuff in the Sevi Islands. Even got the Raikou already. Traded my Master Ball over for my Leaf Green copy that I did Safari Weekend, knowing that I was going to get the Mewtwo and then the Roamer over here. All right, we're looking at our final 2 resets here before we call it a night. Can we get a second green shiny? All right, here we go. 5,002 encounters. No dice. Yep. Let's choose outcome. Nope. Complete prediction. The winner is no. Would have been insane. Okay. I need to add chat to this screen. There we go. Can we'll do something like that. That works. Yeah, I mean that was crazy. Super quick starter. And then got some Mewtwo encounters in, so cannot complain too bad. That was an insane stream. I am very happy with it. Dub, shiny Treecko. We're working on Mewtwo again. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in and watching. Not quite sure what we're gonna do next, but we'll get it figured out, get some plans. Thank you guys, and goodbye.